Hello, thank you for tuning back in. I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you've subscribed if you haven't already. For those of you returning, thank you so much for your continued support. And for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, we hope you become a part of our Shacey Spiritual family. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. Let's find out the newest messages. If it resonates for you, fantastic. Definitely hit the thumbs up. Okay, it really helps others to hear these messages. And well, if you're feeling that you need help with the Divine Masculine, then I'm sure others do too. So we all need to help each other. It's really appreciated. Subscribing's free as well, and hitting that notification bell will notify you of further readings. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. Okay, so I hope that you are all having or have had an excellent week and upcoming weekend. I'm going to pull 3 messages, pick a card, okay? The first one you choose is going to be the message that your Divine Masculine would like to send to you, okay? Now keep in mind it is a general reading. If this resonates for you, you may wish to purchase the extended, which will be pinned down below in the comment section, as well as the description area, as well as my website, okay? If you would like a personal reading, okay? Let's see what's going on for you. Don't forget to check out the community page as well, or Facebook, Instagram. All that information, everything you could want is in the description area. Let's get started. So let's see what your message is. Are you ready? Okay. First message. Higher power, I pray you will forgive me. So your Divine Masculine is really hoping that you will forgive them, okay? Perhaps, you know, they've been kind of talking to their higher self, realizing all the things that they could have said or done better now. And, you know, they may be getting that download from their higher self or whoever it is that they believe in, you believe in, okay? Next message, for those of you that picked number 2. I'm fighting so hard to become a better man. So the Divine Masculine is very determined to become a better person, really working on themselves. I feel like the Divine Masculine is really starting to see the error of their ways and wanting to change a few things within themselves here, okay? Next message. Your eyes see into the depths of my soul. Say they really feel that you are highly intuitive and you see things in them that it's like a reflection, right? You are showing them exactly the things that they need to change without probably even realizing that's what you're doing. By not accepting them the way they are, maybe you've like kind of refused them, or they've refused you, or you couldn't get on the same page, whatever the reason, you know, it's like you are intuitively sending them messages that there's certain things that you will not you know, accept. There's certain things you will, and you can see things in your Divine Masculine that perhaps threw them off. They weren't expecting you to kind of notice, or again, it's kind of like they're seeing themselves through your eyes and they're not liking it. So they're realizing there's certain things they need to change. Okay. It could be something they said, something they did, how they come across, you know, is what I'm getting. And now I know with the Divine Masculine, there has been a ton of lack of communication, a lack of, you know, kind of saying exactly what's on their mind. It's like they're very closed off. So I feel like part of that reason is because they don't really want to show you who they really are, because they're not really liking who they are right now. And so I feel like they don't want you to see that part of them. Okay, so they may have come off quite harsh with you, is a message I'm getting here. And it's because they were defensive. They just knew. They knew that you could see things that kind of scared them, you know. It's like the part of ourselves we like to keep hidden. We don't like the outside world to know. There's certain things that we know that we could improve upon. But this is fantastic because the Divine Masculine is recognizing this, and they're determined to change things within themselves so that you can see them in a higher light, because they know how highly intuitive you are and that you pick up on these things. Let's see what's going on in the Divine Masculine's energy. So that's really awesome. Kudos to the Divine Masculine for recognizing the things that they need to change to become a better person, so that you can get on the same page. And, you know, that's, wow, that's a beautiful thing. Let's see what's going on. Divine Masculine, what are the newest messages for September 2021? If this does resonate for you, like I said, I'll be doing it extended, but for those of you who are brand new, I sneak peek a month ahead. So I'll be sneaking into October next month, and we'll be digging deeper into their feelings, into the blockages, anything hidden, and I'll be pulling the Twin Flame Energy Oracle as well. And there will be a reading upcoming later as well for the Twin Flame Soulmate energy check-in as well. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Masculine. What are the energy messages for the Divine Masculine? Who or what is affecting their energy? What do we need to know? What are the changes that are being made here for the Divine Masculine? OMG. They want to take the action, baby. Yeah, so they may have already gone through these changes, may have already been working on themselves, which we've been seeing a lot of, which is, again, fantastic. Hello. Can't ask for more than that, right? And I feel like they're ready to take the action. They may have felt like they've put enough work into themselves and in fixing the areas maybe they felt that, you know, needed improving upon. We all need improvements. None of us are perfect, but I feel like the Divine Masculine really saw that through your eyes, or you somehow said something or triggered something within them that made them recognize, and they want to take the action now, I feel, towards either making those changes or the action towards you once they've made those changes. Let's get one more. Yes. What are the messages we need to hear from the Divine Masculine, angels and spirits for September 2021? Not surprising, is it? They've been doing a ton of thinking. And it's wonderful because I feel like they're really taking the action on themselves and possibly towards you. But let's go ahead. We're going to keep checking in. I'm going to go ahead and use the fantastic vintage double deck here. This is from the 1960s and 1970s, so 61 and 51 years old. So I absolutely love them. I know you all do too for my regular clients. Thank you for the donations that you've sent in and for continuing to support our channel. I'd love you to check out the reviews at shacy.com. If you haven't already, you may wish to do so. I also do genuine healing stone bracelets. I custom make them to your size, so you can check that out as well. I have different charms as well. I'll show you just quickly. There's my little lucky Buddha right there. So I hand make this one there. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on. I also have one that says, I am enough, and that one seems to be quite popular as well. Scorpio charms as well, for those of you that are Scorpio. I'm going to try to get the other zodiac signs. See what's going on with the Divine Masculine. What are the newest messages for the Divine Masculine for September 2021? They do take a bit more shuffling. I apologize for the time it takes, but hey, they're vintage and I don't want to wreck them, right? Let's see what's going on for the Divine Masculine. What are the newest messages, angels and spirits, for September that we need to hear? Oh boy. Yeah, they have a lot of worries right now. This has been coming out a lot. I feel like they may be feeling guilty for something they said or did, because we have here, I pray you will forgive me. So I feel like they've been really quite hard on themselves and feeling guilty or bad for how they treated you. Maybe it's kind of coming to light. They're kind of seeing how they acted towards you. Again, you know, this can also be just in general with their life. They could be kind of like worrying and thinking about how they've treated other people or how they have been dealing with things in general. This can also be worry and stress over wanting to take the action possibly towards you. Maybe they worry that you won't see or recognize how much effort or work they've put in towards, you know, making themselves better, healing themselves, you know, working on themselves in general. Maybe they're worried that you won't see all the effort in, or you won't give them a chance to show you or tell you. There's all kinds of things with the Nine of Swords that, you know, we kind of overthink. This is a very much an overthinking card. It's worry, it's stress, it's guilt, it's frustration, it's, you know, replaying things in your head almost right before you hit the pillow. You know, that's when everything's quiet and there's nobody around. You actually have that thinking time, no interruptions, and that's when things start to replay in your head. And I feel like possibly they're thinking about taking the action and worrying whether or not, you know, that you will recognize that they have changed, because they know that you see into the depths of their soul, and they're feeling quite possibly that, you know, if you're not recognizing the fact that they put all that effort in, you know, it's a lot of worry, it's a lot of stress, it's anxiety, it's depression, it's replaying things is what I'm getting. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, I feel like they totally want to come in here, and they're worrying whether or not you will accept it, you know. Will you accept this offer? They could offer you something tangible. It could be as simple as taking you out somewhere and buying you a gift, something you really like, piece of jewelry, or a weekend away. Let's move in together. Like maybe they're worrying now that after all this effort and time they've put into themselves and realizing the mistakes perhaps that was made along the way, that you're not going to accept them or recognize these changes, that you're going to refuse them. It could be that, you know, or it's just the build up, the worry, the stress over everything in general, that, you know, it's going to be hard for them to kind of swallow what they've done to come towards you as well. It could be. Basically, it's about worrying about what could go wrong rather than what could go right. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. What does this offer? What does this offer? It's something, yeah. See, they want to offer you balance and equal reciprocity. So they weren't balanced before, and now they want to offer this to you, okay? But it can also represent, not for all of you, but for some of you, that they were giving to everybody else but you. Or one other person, it could be, and they were very unbalanced, okay? But I feel they want to change that now. I feel like, you know, they recognize, you know, any mistakes that they've made here is what I'm getting. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Yeah, and they're hoping that, you know, you both can kind of leave the past behind, because it's been very stressful. They just want to move on. They want to get to a better place with you here. This is beautiful because this is getting past the stress. This is getting past leaving each other out in the cold, not talking, being distant. They want to get past all that. They just want to talk to you. They want to get on the same page with you. And they're fearing taking this action because they're fearing that maybe you see so deeply into their soul that they're worried that you might see something differently than what they're actually feeling or have accomplished. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. They may actually be relocating. That's another message I'm getting for some of you. They could be relocating towards you if you're at a distance, and they be worrying about, like, okay, I'm getting in my boat, or I'm getting in my car, or I'm getting in this plane. I'm moving all my stuff. I'm moving my furniture. I'm moving my belongings, my bank accounts, my place of work. And what if this doesn't work out? What if this doesn't work out and I've done all of this work, put in all this effort for nothing here? Okay, is another message I'm getting. You know, maybe they want to move in with you or buy a home, or they buy a home, they want you to move in or surprise you. Whatever the case may be, you're all going to be different. It's like, what if I go through all of this and they, you know, you don't accept them, kind of thing is what I'm getting. What if you can't get past all the things they said or did, or, you know, and that's a very real fear when, or if this is someone relocating towards you. Okay, this is movement, this is action. Okay, but it's also a lot of mental thoughts. This is all the things they're thinking if they take the action. What will be the outcome of that is what I'm getting. Let's clarify the Six of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Clarify the Six of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Why is it here? Wow. Look at what just flew out. And I totally trust this vintage deck when they fly out like that, because it's just been so incredibly fantastic. So this is about, you know, I'm just waiting for the right time, waiting at a distance. They could look at you as waiting, you know. Maybe they feel like you're going to judge them. You know, judgment is about second chances, about a reconciliation. Could be with someone from the past, someone you have a past soul tie with. Judgment is also that awakening, that realization that I've made all these mistakes and I need to fix things, you know. I want commitment. I want long term. For some of you, this is definitely, you know, there wasn't an equal give and take in this connection. And you may have, or they felt like you had drifted off and you made the final decision to go somewhere else because you got tired of waiting for a commitment as well, is another message I'm getting. And that again comes down to what their fears are, is that maybe you won't accept this now. Maybe they're too late. Yeah, because they held back so much. It can be that the Divine Masculine was really holding on to another situation because of money here, finances. I'm holding on to everything I have, money, coins, a house, a home, a car, everything, you know, but it's also, I'm keeping everything to myself in terms of what I'm going through. You know, I feel like they kept a lot of things to themselves. So there wasn't that equal give and take. They weren't opening up about anything, whether it was finances, responsibilities, stress, work. If they were in a marriage already, they could have been making a final decision of whether or not to move on from that. Because we have here that somebody's moving on, leaving the past behind. They're getting past all that. Again, they've been working on themselves here. They've been doing a ton of thinking, but the problem is they've been keeping it to themselves. Okay, this is about your ships coming in. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for everything to come together. So I feel like they've been going through this awakening, which means that, you know, it's like being hit over the head with a frying pan and suddenly realizing that you need to fix certain things in your life if you want things to go in a different direction. You can't just choose to just stand there and wait. You actually have to, you know, take that action. And I feel like that's what they're realizing now, is that they have been keeping things to themselves, that they haven't been making the changes that they know are needed. And I feel like that's what you brought out in them, were the changes that they needed to make. And I feel like that's why they kept everything to themselves, because it's kind of like, I need to hold on to this for dear life because it's all I know. This is what your divine masculine, that's what they've always known. This is someone that doesn't like to change. You've got a lot of pentacle energy here. So they're really caught up in finances, responsibilities, their stability really is important to them, which of course it is to all of us, but they're hung up too much on that. And I feel like spirits, the universe, they're judging them for those actions, because you should never stay in a place just, of course, for money and finances, because that's a wrong reason to stay anywhere. It can be that they had like a business, a family business as well, with the Ten of Pentacles that they're holding on to, or maybe they had most of the family obligations as well. But either way, judgment is about reconciliation. It's about second chances. They may have held on to the fact, or tried to hold on to the fact, that maybe there was a second chance if they were already in a marriage here, or they're holding on to the fact that, you know, I want to come back together with you and have a second chance. They're holding on to you and the possibilities of having commitment with you, and they feel that you've been waiting. And again, they haven't been ready because there were so many internal changes that they need to make. But I do feel like they've been very, very determined to make these changes here. They've been doing the thinking, and now I feel in the near future they're ready to take the action. But we'll clarify in the extended on that. I want to go ahead and get a couple of the Kipper deck now. These can shuffle loud, just FYI. Cover your ears. They are very loud. Who or what is affecting the divine masculine's energy? Angels and spirits. Who or what is affecting the divine masculine's energy? What is going on for September 2021? What are the newest messages with the divine masculine? Who or what is affecting their energy for September 2021? What are the newest messages we need to hear from the divine masculine? I'm just going to take a sip of my tea quick. Sorry, but my throat's been kind of irritated lately. I think it's the change in weather. Let's see what's going on with the divine masculine. What's going on in their energy? Mature man. So this can perhaps be the divine masculine has become more mature. They have a better understanding, okay, of what they're meant to do, who they're meant to be with, and what direction they're meant to go that perhaps they didn't before, okay, is what I'm getting here. But they could have also been, you know, dealing with somebody else or speaking to somebody that they trusted. Could be their own father, a grandfather, a coworker, somebody, a friend that they trust perhaps. House. Okay, so they may have been very concerned about their house that they're in currently here. Okay, I feel like, again, with the Page of Pentacles, they could have been concerned with, will I have enough money to buy a house? Will I have enough money to have an equal give and take? You know, or should I hold on to what I have already here? So again, it comes down to stability, finances, all of those things that they have fears about, things that are keeping them up at night that they're worrying about. I feel like they've been thinking so much. This is like, this is just a message I'm getting. It's kind of aged them overnight kind of thing, because they've had this realization that, you know, there has to be a lot of changes before they can go after their desires here, before they can have this long-term commitment and this equal give and take with you. And I think that they're fearing that, again, maybe you won't feel that things are an equal give and take here. I will pull more of those in the extended as well. I'm just trying to get messages from each of the oracle decks. I also want to go ahead and get the mystic moon. Let's see what's going on. What are the newest energies, please, angels and spirits? What or who is affecting the divine masculine's energy for September 2021? For the newest messages, please, for the divine masculine for September 2021. What are the newest messages? So again, I feel like for some of you, it can be like, you know, I want to get a house with you, or I got a house, or, you know, it's just, they're really thinking about long-term stability, longevity here. Whoa, they're flying out. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. This is beautiful. This came up in another reading. I forget whose it was, but they're trying to make healthier choices. This is somebody who's matured, who's grown very much, and they're wanting to be happier. They're wanting to make the changes that they're being guided to take here with the Judgment card here. They're sort of recognizing through you the changes that, you know, even though it's going to take work, they're realizing at the end of the day, it will make them so much happier, because this is somebody who has been, up to now, I feel very closed off, and they're trying to learn how not to be, is what I'm getting here. Okay. And we have here, wow, soulmates, beautiful energy right there. Look at that, soul connection. That's why you can see into the depths of their soul, and it probably scared the crap out of them, right? So that's what I'm getting. They feel a soul contract with you. They can't let you go. Again, judgment. So they're realizing that through this awakening here, that you are their person. They're being tapped on the shoulder by the universe. This is your person. What are you doing? These are the changes you need to make in order to be happier. This will make you happier. It will make them happier. But you need to start learning to make these healthier choices. And that will make you, at the end of the day, much happier. And again, I feel like they're very, very, very determined here. I don't feel like they're letting you go. I feel like they're holding on to this idea of this long-term commitment with you. You know, they're holding on to that one wand, which is about an exciting new beginning. They see the possibilities. They want to make plans for the future. They want to move things forward here. It's kind of like just waiting to take the action here, okay? And it can be that there's something financial going on here, because we've got a lot of pentacles, okay? And we have here the snake. So there's been competition, perhaps there's been an enemy around your connection, your relationship here, okay? It can be that somebody doesn't approve of your connection, quite possibly here. It can be that's why they've been closed off, or they have fears of making this long-term connection with you permanent here. It can be that they're worried about being judged, okay, for wanting to have a long-term connection with you. This is one of their distant fears I'm getting here, but it's also something that they're meant to learn as well. It's their higher self talking to them. And it can be that there's someone around them that could be quite malicious, that they're worried about affecting this connection. Okay, but we're going to keep going and find out. Heartbroken, okay? So deeply hurt. You're in separation here. There may have been a breakup, okay? And they're mourning you, or you're mourning them, or, you know, each other here. I don't feel it's going to last forever, because I feel, again, they're very, very determined. They want to take the action towards making the changes they need to make within themselves. And I feel like they want the equal give and take with you. They want to leave the past behind. I feel like it's just a matter of figuring out money, finances, and possibly distance between the two of you. And maybe they have a house currently here that they're worried about, that they're holding on to. Okay, that could be one thing. Or they're worried about purchasing a new home here and relocating. And that's going to take a lot of paperwork, a lot of finances, a lot of planning here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to dig a lot deeper into the extended. I'm going to focus a month ahead. I'm going to go ahead. I will pull more of the time wellness. I'm going to pull the Leo Norman deck. I'm going to pull the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We'll get intimate messages. We're going to pull, I wanted to pull your couple right now, actually, before I forget. I apologize, the Mystic Moon. And I'm going to pull some of the Twin Flame Oracle. I'm just going to, whatever I get called to pull for you, I will. I'm going to do some clarification with more of the vintage deck to find out where we're headed in October here. Where we're moving on to. What are we holding on to? Okay. Blockages. Anything hidden here. What are the messages, please, from the Divine Masculine for September 2021? What are the newest messages? What are the newest messages? What are the newest messages? I'm also coming out with a new Oracle deck as well. So look out for that. When I post it, I'll put it on the community page as well. Release. So there's the past they need to release here is what I'm picking up here. They need to release the past. They need to just kind of grab a balloon maybe and release that balloon and say, I hereby release the past and I'm ready to move toward my future. Okay. And have trust and faith that the work and effort they put in will pay off. Yeah, so up until now, I feel they've been unawakened here, but they are wakening up now because the universe is dropping that frying pan over their head. They're having this realization, okay, that's exactly what this is. And I feel like they want a second chance with you, and maybe they feel like you won't give them one, is what I'm getting here. All right, let's start digging into October. If this is where you leave me, I thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to, again, to hit that like button, the thumbs up. It really does make a beautiful difference. It only takes you a millisecond. Helps others to hear these messages. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. And have a beautiful upcoming weekend, or whenever you hear these messages. It's when you're meant to hear them. For those of you meeting me on the continuation, I will be right there. Again, it's pinned down below. You can also go through the subscription service if you prefer. It's a lot less expensive for you. If you buy or purchase a lot of extended readings, you may want to check into that. Okay. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful upcoming weekend. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And much love and much light. Namaste.